I'm Brian Anderson. With us tonight, two great basketball minds, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Also, our reporter, Allie LaForce. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. To the middle. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
What an athlete. Barnes flushes that one home. It's rare for an undrafted player to make an impact, but Fred VanVleet has earned his spot in the league. The sixth man on a title team back in 2019, and he's become an all-star.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
Now here's Hero. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. Well, Smitty, VanVleet's become an all-star. Is he the best undrafted player in the NBA, you think?
Well, B.A., Ben Wallace is the standard. A multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year winner. Champions like Bruce Bowen and Udonis Haslem, they're right up there. But Fred VanVleet has a chance when it's all said and done to be the best.
Wood with the screen. 4 on the clock. Here's Randall. Barnes with the rebound. VanVleet on the wing. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. And the basket by Siakam.
He's such a long wing player. Pascal Siakam can operate down low.
Wood with the screen. Back to Hero. Shot from the top of the key. No good off the back of the rim.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Back to Siakam. And Anunoby for 3. Wood grabs the board.
Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
Now here's Anunoby. VanVleet outside. Barnes a screen. From the wing. And that one's long. It'll be hard for the Nets to take New York City away from the Knicks. They've been there so long.
That's so true, B.A. But the Nets have attracted more star players lately. Top free agents choosing to go to the Nets instead of the Knicks. We'll see if this trend continues moving on. Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Back to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Wood. Now here's Randall. Over on Anunoby. Randall can't hit.
That's a good opportunity, but he needs to go up a little stronger, in my opinion.
No problems knocking that one down. Siakam's got 8.
Becoming more consistent with his shot. Siakam forcing the defense to come out and guard him.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
To the inside. And again, it's Pascal Siakam. He's got 10.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Here's Wood. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
continues to develop as a playmaker. It's nice to see Tyler Hero create for others.
And here's Siakam for three, and the Raptors get it back.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Wood. Randall left side. And Wood with the stuff.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And the shot goes in.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Wood with the screen. Hero for three. And the Knicks, another three.
This is really what separates Tyler Hero as a player. The confidence and touch from deep.
Knicks lead, 16-14.
From the arc. Three-pointer. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter.
The Raptors, 14. And first big round of applause.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Knicks.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. Beyond the arc. That shot missing. So New York will take it the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that's the third game out of 4 at home for them. Williams from long range. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. And now the Knicks on the break. And here's Brown for three. Offensive board. That shot off. Toronto trailing. Pass to Flynn. And defense is now all about switching. Smitty, when you play, would you rather be switched onto a big inside or onto a smaller, quicker player on the perimeter?
Easy answer for me, B.A. I would definitely love to be switched on a little guy and use my size and strength. Obviously, they'll have the advantage with the quickness, but I do not want to get bruised up by those big guys.
This one for three. The shot no good. And here's Achua, averaging around 6 a game. And stolen by Brown. Quickly from outside. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Deflected. He takes it in. No luck on that one. Achua with some nice D.
The Raptors are taking a patient approach. They understand to get back to a championship level, they've got to grow from within.
Pass to Stanley. And here's Porter outside. He's off on that one. New York goes the other way with it. And here's Brown for three. Rebounded by Flynn. And despite setting their sights on the future, Smitty, last season the Raptors still claimed the 5th seed in the East.
Exceeding expectations, that's what they do. And with their great player development program, they have every reason to believe they'll continue to improve.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Pass to Porter. Achua inside. Here's Stanley. Just 5 to shoot. Nails it from 3.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Outside, Williams. Inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned.
Porter with the steal. Here's Stanley. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. The kick out to Williams. Quickly outside. Outside, Brown. Back to Quickly. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Chris Boucher.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender.
That free throw misses. And he sinks the second.
The confidence of Scottie Barnes' game is pretty inspiring. Even against savvy veteran opponents, he believes in his own abilities, and he gets it done.
Here's Brunson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Van Vliet. Wood grabs the board.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Hero for 3. He buries it from 3. And it's an 8-point Knick lead.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front, and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
The Knicks.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game.
20.
Now here's Hero. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Wood with the screen. With the teardrop. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Trent outside. Kicks it out to Anunoby. And there's the drive. And down it goes. 2 points.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate, was so open he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
And when you watch the way Trent Jr. can take over a game, just a gifted scorer who can explode once he gets going, he's impossible to slow down.
Now here's Hero. 6 points for him. 3 on the clock. Shakes him. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Hero's got 8.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And with Trent Jr., he very much is a microwave scorer, Grant.
Oh, he heats up in an instant, B.A. A bit of a streaky shooter overall. I would like to see him round out his inside game to find new ways to score if his shot isn't there.
And that one's good for Brunson.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Brunson misses.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally miss one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half.
No good from outside. The Knicks with the lead. Stolen by Van Vliet. Pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Improving as a passer, Siakam showing a willingness to get it to open teammates.
And here's Hero. The three. Buries it from three. Heroes got 5 points now this quarter.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And Hero grabs the board. Here's Randall. An easy 2 on the layup. And now a 10-point New York lead.
One thing we knew Randall could do entering the league, finish inside through contact.
Here's Barnes.
Sky high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
A minute 58 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. On the attack, Hero lays it up and banks it in. Heroes got 13.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. Over Brunson. They get it back. Siakam. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
I mean, great hustle by Pascal Siakam, fighting for the board and making sure they convert.
Pass to Wood. Back to Brunson. Now Hero. Wood with the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target with the 3.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Outside Anunoby. Hayward with a steal. And here's Brunson from the arc. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Pass to Randall. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
NBA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
First team foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Quickly. Williams with the screen. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks.
And the timing on the block. Boucher's defense continues to impress.
Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks, Bruce Brown.
Toronto trailing. Here's Flynn. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Now Achua. 2 on the clock. Stanley, that's good.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And so it's New York, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their...
The Raptors, 36.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Here's Flynn. Pass to Achua. Here's Flynn. Launches a 3. Knocks down the triple. Flynn's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Wood with the screen. The kick out to Brunson. Jacks up a 3. That one doesn't drop. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Cleveland where they'll face the Cavaliers. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on. And that one's good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Hero on the wing. 60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. Pass to Wood. Achua with a steal. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for New York.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
Hayward with a steal. Pass to Hero. Wood with the screen. Hero outside. Now here's Randall. No good on the three. Down low. Oh, deflected. Randall with a steal. And here's Brunson from the arc. Knocks it loose. And he stays with it. Hero with it. Doubled by Siakam. 4 on the clock. The three from Wood. Barnes with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Siakam. To take the lead. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Raptors lead by 2. To stop the drought. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
And that deflates the crowd in an instant. Way to take back the momentum.
Here we go, one-on-one. Pass break, New York. Wood outside. And Wood with the stuff.
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill. Kicks it out to Anunoby. It's not going to go for him. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Hayward. Up top, Randall. Rebound by the Raptors. Now here's Van Vliet. Siakam left side. Lots of room. Wood grabs the board.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And Wood with the stuff. And Toronto has possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th. Siakam a screen. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And Hero grabs the board. 40 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. And a miss there on the triple.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Absolutely. They're within striking distance, but they have to make pretty much every shot.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And here's Brunson. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Wood. Oh, offline.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he's able to hit the second one. And that gives him a lead.
You know he wanted to knock down all his shots at the line, but he still did enough to put them in front.
Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 1. 5 ticks left in the 4th quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
Down 1 with just enough time for a couple passes and a shot. We'll see what they can do.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Siakam. Oh, off target. And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see
Every should have a picture of on their walls. Polo Don't be the click, yeah, this for my dog. Yeah, hustlers, busters.
Wait a minute. All them haters wanna tight, no slick, just bought a Cadillac. Throw some D's on that, just bought a Cadillac. Throw some D's on that, just bought a Cadillac. Rich boy, all them haters wanna tight, no slick, just bought a Cadillac. Throw some D's on that, just bought a Cadillac. Throw some D's on that, just bought a Cadillac. Hit the block on some new $10,000 wheels, can't explain how I feel. Touch a gate on the wheel, got peanut butter, ice cream, Peter Pan seats, just got a fresh cut. Now we're looking for the take a
It's easy. Conference time for the traveling Toronto Raptors today. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And with the road trip approaching, the Pacers will play the final game of their homestand. And, of course, Tyrese Halliburton. Many wonder how they'll do without him. We'll soon find out.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Screen by Smith. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
There's the triple. And Fred VanVleet gets the three.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And stolen by Barnes. Down low. And stolen by Lillard. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Whiteside. Lillard scanning the floor. Clock at 4. Here's Mathurin. Offensive rebound. It's McCollum on the wing. Now Lillard. He's guarded by Anunoby. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And known for being a clutch performer, Dame has his sights set on titles. A true leader with a winning mindset.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Here's McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
You know, this is why you run the offense through Damian Lillard. I mean, sure, he's going to get his, but he's also going to make sure others get theirs, too.
Siakam, good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Over to the wing. To the paint. Here's Mathurin. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
And a wide open look for Siakam. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Lillard. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
McCollum, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now, here's Lillard. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Lays it up off the glass. Whiteside's got his second bucket. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
In the corner, it's Whiteside. Smith inside. Pass to Whiteside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, guys, you got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team. The Pacers still looking to find their way a bit. Struggled last year in Rick Carlisle's return, but I think the future is bright. Ended up near the bottom of the Eastern Conference, but they've got some nice young pieces to build around.
Indiana leading. Here's McCollum. Porter pulls it in.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And here is Flynn. Pass to Achua. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Right wing. Got it up. And it's here's the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Fires the 3. Raptors get it back. Pass to Boucher. Here's Achua. No luck. They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
3-pointer, Lillard. They get the rebound. McCollum outside. Latrey. A new 14 for Indiana. Pass to Lillard. 3-pointer. Toronto grabs the miss.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Now, here's Achua. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And again, Toronto no luck.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league.
Pass to Mathurin. Back to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. That shot misses. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. McCollum feeling it out a bit. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
At the line, for the Pacers.
And the technical free throw is good. And we see stars, Clark, that dominate with skill. Others do it more with athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, obviously I'd like to have both skill and athleticism, but skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well. And I think that trumps athleticism over the long haul.
In the corner, Nance with it. Here's Little. Here's Jackson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. Van Vliet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
This state of Indiana, Clark, they are crazy about the game of basketball, aren't they?
Yeah, hoops is part of the DNA of the Hoosier State. Drawing huge fans for high school games, college games. They love the college hoopsters, and at the pro level, the Pacers and Fever both have loyal and strong followings.
Siakam misses.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
McCollum outside. From outside the arc. Again, McCollum missing.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Again, McCollum missing. Pass to Siakam. The kick out to Barnes. The offensive rebound. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pacers lead by 5. Going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Raptors trail by 5. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Barnes can't get it to go. Now the Pacers with it. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Little. Lillard, right side. Now here's Nance. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Pacers lead by 7.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Here's Van Vliet. Connects on the foul line jumper. Van Vliet's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And Van Vliet has the stroke to shoot from anywhere, even mid-range, when he has to.
Jackson with the screen. To the inside. Over Siakam. Misses off the right iron.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Indiana moving the ball around. There's the three. For the three, Siakam pulls it in. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Raptors. 7-point differential. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
So it's Toronto now. It's Trent on the wing. Nobody near Barnes. No good from outside.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Pass to Duarte. Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pacers leading by 7. And here's Little. .143 left in the third. Traps in the tray.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on him. The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Everyone.
1:30 left in the third. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
Pass to Achua. From the arc. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he misses all 3.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
The dunk by Achua.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
McCollum fires from way outside. Rebound by the Raptors. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Achua. Back to McCollum. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Achua. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And Toronto turns it over again. Seven seconds left to play in the third. Here's McCollum. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. 1 second left. Mathurin, good. Mathurin's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pacers. And so it's Indiana. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A good size advantage. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Pacers leading by 11. Here's Duarte. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. RJ's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Barnes for 3. No good on that one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
6 to shoot. A 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
Lets it go from deep. Siakam pulls it in.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Shoots the 3. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Indiana. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
Timeout called the Pacers. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Indiana moving the ball around. Mathurin, good.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Inside. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Mathurin's got 11 points here in just the second half. Barnes outside. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Jackson with the screen. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the Pacers another 3.
And that's Dame showing that competitive side. Loves a good duel, especially from range.
And that one's good, Barnes.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Pass to McCollum. Here's Mathurin. From outside, off the mark. Raptors trailed by 16. Now Barnes. Baseline J on the way. Here's Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Siakam. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. Pacers leading by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Pacers.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And you always like to jump on your opponent early in a season series. This is just the first of 3 between these two teams, but a good win to go up 1-0 on the year against the Raptors.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lillard.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense. Repeated. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
To the middle. McCollum outside. Back to Smith. Three-pointer, Lillard. They get it again. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Raptors ball.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play